neighborhood gamer Djinn Candor, and I am hosting the Den of the Djinn. Thank you very much for checking out my videos. Please like and subscribe, ladies and gents. I am here basically asking you guys to do me a favor. Before I go any further, please like and subscribe. Appreciate the love. Um, so I just got into a part that baffled me to beyond anything in the world. And mind you, every time it happened, I always think to myself, what is wrong with you? Okay, so privilege, ladies and gentlemen. You know what a privilege is? It's something that you have worked for yourself or have been born with. Um, the problem I have is people, and it's a lot of times it is uh, people that think that privilege is a dirty word. And mind you, privilege, you know what a privilege is, folks? A privilege is, again, it's something that you were either born with or you reached out and took it by your own power, ladies and gents. Privilege is being used in a negative basically it's used negatively now. I've noticed it, and it kind of actually sickens me to my stomach because I'm thinking to myself, you know what a real privilege is? Being able to eat. That's a privilege, folks. That is a major league privilege. We here in the United States, we take it very much for granted. Uh, we say our groceries are expensive, and mind you, they are. But we have the privilege, and yes, folks, I'm gonna keep saying it because every time I say it, I feel like it's gonna try to demean someone trying to use it in a negative annotation. So basically, I hear it, and it's always it's always used to basically demoralize or to diminish the very act, the very concept of it. Like for instance, I saw this one where this girl is talking about privileges as an LGBTQ. Ladies and gentlemen, don't hit me up with anything negative because I whatever you guys do, whatever, that's fine. But this person specifically had an issue with I remember her. I think it was Dave Chappelle or something like that. I don't remember his name, but he had a conversation where he. By the way, thank you for checking out my videos. Please do me a favor, like and subscribe. Definitely helps the channel. But anyway, he's having a conversation, and this lady is basically saying, "Well, you know, you white, so you're basically telling me that I gotta tell you that you are they them. Fine, whatever." But then this is where they have the privilege of saying, well, I'm offended if you don't. Okay? You're offended because I don't address you the way you want me to address you. Sweetheart, I'm going to be honest with you. And this is what he said. It's like, okay, so I'm going to ask you this. I see you. It's like, what? I was like, what do you see me as? Says one of the. No, not gonna happen. So, yeah, no. And Smith, I'm talking to anyone out there that wants to listen to this conversation. If you want to hop in, go ahead. I don't care. Don't bro me. You're gonna try to tell me to say something I shouldn't be saying, just because you want to be a jackass? No. Dude, I don't care if it's unchill, man. You're unchill. You're trying to get me into trouble, bro. Bro, Sif. I'm not mad. I'm just saying this. Don't do it, me, bro. Like, I don't care what your opinion is of me, man. Anyway, I'm not mad. I'm just basically putting out the concept where I'm getting sick and tired of people using the word privilege in a very negative annotation because we're all privileged, ladies and gents. Jackson, shut up or I'm blocking you. Knock it off. I don't allow this shit on my channel. So knock it off. If you don't like it, well, guess what? There's the door. See? The door. Use it. Anyway, as I was saying, I don't like the people that try to pull the old privilege card because they have privileges as well and they hate using it in a good way. I do. And it's weird because if you can't read it, I don't know what's going on. For some weird reason, either my headset is on the fritz or I don't know what's going on. But I do like to talk on my channel. For some reason, it won't let me. I'm actually gonna look it up because I don't like the idea of my. And mind you, I've seen you. I've seen you on my channel, and you've been trying to talk to me. But apparently, every time you either don't hear me or what's going on. I don't know what's going on. Sorry about that, guys. I'm having I'm having technical difficulties with my system, and apparently, sound is one of them, and I don't know what it is. Good evening. And why would you assume I would have one of those? Wow, dude. Wow. I'm actually very shocked at how stupid you sound. Mind you, whoever does have those, it's fine, whatever, but why would you assume I had one? Just some people on here are just on here just to give me shit, man. And it pisses me off. I understand that people like to troll, and understandable. Fine. I'll accept the fact that you would like to troll people. No, I don't even watch the show. Mind you, I've watched a lot of anime, a lot of TV shows, a lot of stuff. Hell, I even watched Scooby Doo. But as far as My Little Pony, yeah, not my thing. Really? Look, it's fine if you think I do. I don't. Just, don't think that I do. But thank you for telling me that I'm easy to flare up, and I actually think that is good information to know. Thank you very much, X Mark. I appreciate that because that actually helps me in future videos. It helps me not flare up as much. I appreciate the love for that. Anyway, as I was saying before I was rudely interrupted with the schmucks. So the problem I have with these guys basically saying that privilege. There are certain people have certain privileges. Of course you do. Everybody does. You know what? You know what is the biggest privilege in any situation? You having a roof over your head, having electricity, having food on your table. Now, those, ladies and gentlemen, are privileges. Believe it or not, they're not rights. Even though people assume, yeah, oh, wait. Are you telling me I can't have food? No, you can. But it's a privilege that you yourself earn as a society. You didn't know that, right? No, of course not, because people automatically tell you it's like, well, it's our right as a citizen of the United States. No, technically, your only real right here is basically to pay taxes. That's the only right they allow you to know. You basically pay taxes for living here. Your privilege is to live in an apartment house or whatever. Um, your privilege is to have something in your stomach. Your privilege is being able to go have a place to lay your head down every night. Ladies and gentlemen, the fact that you wear glasses, the fact that you have clothes on your back, ladies and gentlemen, the fact that you're seeing me on your phones or iPods or whatever, that, ladies and gentlemen, is a major league privilege. And I want everybody to know those are positive privileges, because most of the time you guys are the ones out there grabbing it, doing what you need to do, going out to work, doing whatever. Those are that, ladies and gentlemen, most people don't understand that everything we have, everything you have, if you haven't earned it by existing, it's a privilege. Every time you have money in your pocket, now that, ladies and gentlemen, is a major league privilege. The one thing that got me is when they talk about like race privilege, and I'm like, dude, there is no such thing. And the fact that you think there is, hold on, before you go into the whole slavery routine. No, ladies and gentlemen, the reason why people think that there is such a thing even today is because they personified that concept since the days of the slaves. Ladies and gentlemen, today, people, there are actual people out there that actually still hold the grudge that people basically held slaves and all that. And the worst part is, and the funniest thing is, I've actually seen this, and mind you, I'm pretty sure it was not really a skit. It was more of them dramatizing the truth. The fact that this guy comes out and says, "Hey," he's like, "Hey, I want you to reimburse me for my ancestors being your slaves." And I'm laughing my butt off, going, "Oh, this is gonna be good." Later, they find out that this person asking for ramifications was actually related to the slave owner, not the slave. And I was like, "Oh, damn! Talk about Earl reverse." Because I'm listening to this, going, "Holy shit!" Some people just don't. They don't know. They really don't know. People assume, "Oh well, you got privilege because you're white." I'm like, dude, I'm pretty sure that's about 100 years of breeding. You do realize pigment can actually be lightened over about 100 years minimum. Same thing with darkened. It really is all about selective breeding. It's no different than, and yes, folks, I'm comparing human skin colors to breeding like a dog, because let's face it, folks, we humans are animals as well. We're just as bad as animals sometimes. And there's many times that I can tell you that. So every time I hear the words, you know, full breed or whatever, I laughed my ass off going, there's no such fucking thing. There's no such thing as half breed or whatever, because if you really look down into the avalanches of history, the full bred person, like a pure blood person, you do realize that's not a good thing. You want to know why? Because a lot of it entitles inbreeding, ladies and gents. What does inbreeding do? It creates mutations, and not the fun X-Men kind, not the ones where you're gonna go like this, like energy blasts. No, I'm talking about deformations of facial. There's many medical situations where someone is like with their arm like this their entire their lives. No, folks, I am not making fun of them. No, I'm not. I'm just trying to make a point here. A lot of people, and this is all coming back to what I'm talking about: privilege. A lot of people assume privilege is something that is basically thrust upon you, and it's not fair, it's not whatever. Sometimes it isn't. I'll admit, sometimes it isn't. But the problem I have with a lot of people that try to put privilege in any kind of notation, it's just basically to throw away what has been sacrificed in an attempt to get this privilege. You, no one understands that, ladies and gents. There were sacrifices to get what we want. Right to this day, ladies and gentlemen, what we have, they were actual blood, sweat, and tears that have been shed to get what we have, including the Constitution. Ladies and gentlemen, our very Constitution is our own privilege. So if somebody tells you you are very privileged to have what you have, you look at them straight in your eye and go, yeah, I am very privileged to go home and eat something every night. I am privileged every night. So tell them, thank you for telling me that I'm privileged, because I am. And not in the bad way either. Just understand that not every time someone tells you you are privileged, it should ever be considered bad, because you are privileged, but never should take it for granted. Mind you, this coming from a jackass like me, because believe me, there are times I get very, how can I say, relaxed where I am. I enjoy what I have. But the reason why I enjoy what I have is I pay for it. I work for it. Everything I have, everything you see in my room, everything came from my blood, sweat, and tears. Everything I have in my room is more or less either made or gotten from by how hard I have. Point is, guys, people tell you, hey, you are privileged, then be privileged, ladies and gentlemen. Go for it. Have fun. Get strong. Go out there and do your thing. Go out there and you know, be a rock star. Get paid, And remember, all that glitters is made of gold. That does not mean anything unless you want it to mean something. Anyway, guys, I'll see you guys in the next one. Please do me a favor, if you haven't already, please like and subscribe. It definitely helps the channel. Hopefully you guys enjoy the video. Don't worry, there's going to be new videos daily. I promise you that. Whether it's going to be a video game or me showing my face. So I hope you guys enjoy it. This is your neighborhood gamer Djinn Candor. Wishing you love, luck, happiness, and a safe exit from the Den of the Djinn. There's the door, folks. Anyway, take care.